Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. I want to talk about this subject and also related to preppers. As we see in Afghanistan, there was a lot of equipment left. My personal opinion, this equipment was left on purpose. It was definitely there for the Taliban to take. In the United States military, especially the Army, everything's accountable. You sign for everything on a hand receipt. So I've signed millions of hand receipts, it seems like. And then you get equipment and then you dole it down to your platoon, your squad, and it's given out. And they sign then hand receipts for individual items that you give them. It's very important. When you have change of command, when you have even platoon sergeants, to company commanders, to battalion commanders, it is a pain in the neck. Because what happens is you lay out everything that's owned by your unit. Everything is laid out there. It's checked for serviceability and accountability. And then the new person coming in looks at everything and he has to sign for it all. He takes a huge responsibility. So it's very important in the military. And I didn't see that handoff, that accountability from our U.S. military to our Afghan military. Now, granted, I wasn't there. So it's hard to say. But you never let equipment fall into the hands of the enemy. That's ingrained into every private knows that. Every private knows, hey, if you're going to get caught, destroy whatever you have on you. Do not let the enemy have it. Easy to do with an M4. You know, worst case, you take it out, throw the bolt away. If you can, take the bolt apart. It takes 10 seconds. Throw every little piece out. Throw the bolt. That way, if they do capture that piece of equipment, it's going to be hard for them to put it back in the fight very quickly. I mean, even with mortar tubes, throw a grenade down, worst case. Destroy everything. In Iraq, when we went over the wire, I had, we call it the brick. It's a device that you plug your radios in and they fill it with the frequencies. Also, you can find out challenge and passwords. It has a lot of information in it that you protect with your life. That piece of equipment, never let that fall into the enemy's hands. So in Iraq, I had a bunch of radios in my Humvee, and I had that stuck between the radios, and I had a thermite grenade taped, physically taped there. It was always there. So all you had to do is reach over, pop the safety off, pull the pin, and guess what? A thermite grenade will burn through your radios, burn through the brick, and one less thing to destroy. That's ingrained into us. In Iraq, this bird, that's not me, but that's a buddy of mine. I don't know if you could see that front damage. This bird went down, and we were the first guys on the scene. We drove like crazy. Why did we drive like crazy? Almost killed ourselves, actually, driving. My driver didn't see a ditch, and it was very exciting for a few split seconds there. We were there to get there as quickly as possible. One, because there was definitely injured guys on the ground. Second, we don't want the Iraqis taking that, jumping all over it, and more propaganda footage. It's not what you want to see on the news. You don't want to see our bird having people jump over it because they just shot it down and they've taken it. So we would not like that. So as infantry guys, we killed ourselves to get there. We were the first couple Humvees on the scene, which was nice. And we secured it. I have no idea if they blew it up in place. We were ready to blow it up if we got the orders. But we didn't get the orders, so we didn't blow it up. It might have been salvage. I don't know, because as soon as people got there, we relinquished it and took off back onto our mission to get back on track. But that's how important it has been ingrained into my head. Equipment does not fall in the enemy's hands for use or for propaganda. And then we look at Afghanistan. We look at what happened. I have no idea why it happened. It is wrong. It's treasonous. Someone should be held accountable. It's our higher officers should be fired. Actually, they should be so embarrassed this has happened, they resign in disgrace. But it won't. So, did it happen on purpose? I truly believe so. Now, how are we going to solve this problem? I'm hoping in the next few days that we will see major airstrikes against anything that we still can locate, be it planes, helicopters. I heard that the Taliban has more rotary aircraft than Australia does in their military. I didn't verify that, but that's what I was told. There's a lot of vehicles. Now the problem is a lot of these vehicles have moved off-site. The Taliban is using them. A lot of the small arms is gone too. It's being pushed out to Taliban. The equipment, the radios, the night vision. So it's going to be hard to destroy a lot of that stuff. But to salvage this, for Biden to salvage it, and to some of our military leaders, they better order airstrikes very soon on anything they can find that's U.S. property. Because there's no way any resistance can form up and fight the Taliban. They're too well equipped. So, next week's going to be interesting. Hopefully, we got some airstrikes. Hopefully, we got a bunch of destroyed American equipment that's sitting on tarmacs. But I seriously doubt it. So, I want to challenge you guys. I know a lot of guys have a lot of firepower. They got a lot of weapons, and they collect them, which is awesome. And they got a lot of ammo. What is your plan to deal with this so your stuff doesn't fall into the hands in a worst case SHT event? You have a plan. Have you even thought about it? But you need to start thinking about it. How can I definitely keep what I got from falling into people that will use it irresponsible? Thanks for watching.